Hey tubers, Bart coming at you with the mail day. Got a good bunch of stuff over the last week and a half or so. 85 star Fred Dean. Didn't even know he had one of these. Had completed his master set on the PSA registry. This wasn't one of the items, and I had added a few myself, finding random stickers from the 80s and stuff like that, but somebody added one of these just not too long ago, and I was scrolling past the set and realized I wasn't 100% no more, so picked that up. I'll get about a 7, maybe squeak out an 8 there, but it's diamond cut, so it's tilted. But 74 Charlie Young, need that for a Super Bowl set. This one ain't gonna do it though. Got a kind of a busted corner, and I know there's not big borders on 74s, but this one looks a little trimmed. The bottom is real bad. Look at, there's supposed to be border underneath that little black line there, and you don't see any of it. So yeah, nice try. Got it for cheap, so I'll try it again with another one. This one's hard to get that shine in there, but plates and patches 2010 Navarro Bowman. That's a base rookie out of 99. So I've been picking up his base, what qualifies as his base rookies, and eventually when I got them all, I'll sub the rest and do his rookie set or whatever. 4-time All-Pro. Would have been a Hall of Famer if he'd have kept that pace up for 1 or 2 more years. He was just as good as Patrick Willis. Didn't have that breakout Rookie of the Year type season that Willis did, but other than that, he was just as good. Played 1 season shorter, and Willis is already, on the chopping block for whether he's going to have been playing long enough to make the Hall of Fame. So Bowman won't get there, but still cool stuff. Loving this one. Triple threads. I got a couple triple threads inbound. I just was poking around, and I was like, for years I've wanted like a little triple threads PC and didn't have one, and stumbled upon this. So I went to Maryland for my undergrad, and so pretty cool to have these 3 on there. And I have a little linkage to all 3 of them. There's Sean Merriman for the Chargers, remember him. Lamont Jordan, he did the Jets and the Raiders, and then obviously Vernon Davis, our number 6 pick back in 06. But obviously besides Vernon Davis being on my favorite team there, Sean Merriman and I went to the same high school. I was 2 years older than him, so he wasn't really a big deal as a sophomore at high school. And we don't track high school football in the East Coast, D.C. area quite the same as in the South, so you don't know everybody on the football team type of thing. But and then Lamont Jordan, he was a bit of a welcome to the world tale for me. When I was a freshman, I was a late bloomer in high school, so I was a little freshman, and I did one of the sports I did was track, and I had no business being on a 4x1 relay. I was a 2-mile guy the whole time there, but for whatever reason there was a relay meet, and they just tossed me out there. I guess to find out if I was fast. I already told them that I wasn't fast, but I lined up on, I think, the 3rd leg, and this monstrosity of a human being who was 3 years older than me, he was a senior at the time, and he was running 300 yards a game at Suitland. Suitland High School, everybody knew who he was in the county and stuff like that. He was that big of a deal. I was as big as this leg. It was ridiculous. I was 5 foot, 110 pounds, soaking wet, probably back then as a freshman. And it was ridiculous. But thankfully, did not have to race him. His team was way faster than ours. Obviously, if they're putting me at 3rd leg, then we're not a very good team anyway. And so he was pretty much done. All I saw was, the bottom of his cleats, good 50 meters away by the time I got my baton. So did not have to get fully embarrassed there, but I was pretty damn embarrassed and checking my manhood as I was standing next to just muscles gleaming from everywhere. It was ridiculous, but pretty cool. I'm glad he went to Maryland and stayed local. Charles Haley, Hall of Fame rookie there. Ooh, I guess there's some fingerprints on the actual card because I just put this in a mag, but this is from Limited from this past year. This is my 5th one of these Panini Hall of Fame ones. All I got is the old timers because the Rice Lots, Youngs in Montana ones are They just hold you hostage for those. These are out of 50, but really good looking cards. So I'm happy to add that one. That'll display well. A Patrick Willis rookie here from Triple Threads out of 89. Not his base rookie. I thought it was. His base rookie's out of 99. And I bought this on Facebook. The price was still right, as I haggled a little bit with the guy. But I was hoping I'd be able to end up subbing that. But love the 3-color there in the middle. And we'll still be happy to display that one. Some raw goodness here. This is a legit looking one here. What is that? 97. Yep, 97 Pinnacle Instincts. So this is, it's not its own insert. It's one of those like pseudo inserts that comes in the standard set run. Or they just have a couple of cards in the middle of the set that have something like that. But then this is the artist proof version of that one, and it just looks fantastic. So it's got a corner that's not fantastic, but I think I can get the 9, and it will be beautiful on slab. So happy with that. This one is, what is this? Purple Power? I think it's Purple Power. Fred Warner. Already had the rainbow. Sent it off to PSA. But the one I had this line that went across on the purple one. And, you know, it wasn't maybe if it's a printing flaw at all, at most, you know, and sometimes they let you get away with a little bit on that. And so I got another one just to make sure in case that one didn't come back very well. This one's out of 49, but this one's got something kind of along the same lines, but not nearly as bad. So we'll see what happens. Got a couple Rices off of somebody on Facebook in the Niners collector page. 97 Scoreboard, right? Yeah, die cut, but die cuts are rough. Not a subbable version at all, but still pretty cool card. 96 Pacific Rice. What's that insert? I don't know what it's called. Kings or something like that, because it starts with a K for the numbering. But pretty cool there. Crown. They hadn't quite figured out the foil, so it was hard to read all of those in 96, but they got better at it. 98, 97 Black Diamond. This is the double. Love these cards, but they are super hard to find in good grade. These ones aren't fantastic, but they are gradable. I say not fantastic. They're not really any chance for Jim. 8 5s and 9s when nobody's ever subbed one before. That's what you got to settle with sometimes. There's the 3 diamond as well, or the triple. Got this one for the right price, I think. 97 Finest Refractor, the uncommon refractor, I guess it's called, because they have common refractors and uncommon ones. I'm starting to learn that as I'm scrolling through, going back to sets that you bought and you thought you knew back in the day, and then all of a sudden you actually got Beckett to tell you what's what to a certain degree. Showed you an EX last one. Got this one in the lot, and this one is way better than the other one I picked up, so that will get a sub. 99 Pacific Pro Bowl. I forget what this one's called. I think it's just called Pro Bowl Inserts or something like that, but got a volcano die cut in the background, which is pretty cool for Hawaii. This, yeah, I got this with the other Willis triple threads there, but this is Gridiron Gear auto on the patch, which I am not a fan of at all. It slides out. It's like this little card that you could slide out if you wanted to. It's out of 100, but it's considered the base rookie, so I'm gonna sub that as I'm chipping away at his set, his rookie set. Last item I needed for the Jimmie Johnson master set. I guess I missed when 4Sharp listed this one. It's only a 7. I've seen 9s and 10s, but they just wanted crazy amounts of money, and I'm way in the lead for that master set, and didn't need to spend that kind of money on the little junket as it's literally called on the back. These are Salada coins. It came on the top of a tea bottle. So, interesting stuff there. This one is cool, and I had never seen one actually listed before. So I guess it's just called the X-Fractor back then, right? Yes, 07 Finest X-Fractor out of 25. Patrick Willis, rookie. Mint or better in the BCCG. That'll get cut out and sent in. So this was the only one I was missing out of the rainbow, minus the 1 of 1. And it's a pretty cool rainbow because it's real colorful. The base is this color, and there's a refractor basically the same color, but then there's a gold, a green, a blue, and so some neat color in it. It displays real nicely, so happy to have that one, and Leave Me Better slabbed. 4 sharp pickup here, 09 Topps TO, Pop 1, and then I picked up the final 2 cards for the Topps base run of Mike Trout. So there's your 14. There's the 13 sliding with the All-Star Trophy. Always trying to get the last couple cards I need for the Ronnie Lott basic set. I think it's 55 cards. I'm down to 6 left, I think. 93 Upper Deck there. And then a cheap auction win here from 95 Pinnacle, 94 Pinnacle. Some designer thought it was a good idea to put Anthony Miller on the front and put Jerry on the back. I don't know what that's about. Nobody puts Jerry in the corner, but still a cool card. Low pop, and I want it for like $6.99 or something like that. So, other than that, just picked up a box of 99 Score because it was cheap. So that'll have fun breaking, and then got my PSA membership in. I only opened the top, but I figured I'd share whatever the heck's in it. I got the platinum one so that I can send in, you get 15 free subs for that. They're not free, but if you do them right, they're cheaper than what you would pay them for, because you can send the higher dollar items in. You can send oversized items and things like that in there that you wouldn't be able to send in with your standard bulk stuff. And you can send in some vintage, you know, pre-56 type stuff if you've got it. So, let's see. They put in a stack of card savers for you. No, they tell you how to label it and everything like that, give you the instructions. I was just talking to Mike, baseball collector, about that. You know, this is new stuff where they ask you to label every single damn one and stuff. I don't know how that could be that helpful to have just Post-its all over everything, but haven't done it, never have. Probably won't, unless they just completely crack down on it and send them back to me for not doing it. But I don't know, all that paper and crap, I'm going to mess up, they're going to mess up, they're going to have Post-its all over their damn desk when a couple hundred of them show up. It just doesn't make sense to me. It just, to me, increases the human error, and it's completely excessive. When, you know, if you do the online submission form, I mean, you're printing them out 3 damn copies. It was like that thick when I submitted 300 cards. Got the first SMR there, and then backpack. That's the gift of the year, I guess. I dig that. If I'm fortunate enough to find my way to Nationals, I'll rock that for it. I was curious about that. Everybody shows so many things that they bought at Nationals. Like, where are you carrying that? I'm not buying, you know, if I'm a baseball collector, I'm not buying Willie Mays and Mickey Mantle and just tossing it back in the room. But I sure as hell ain't carrying those things in my pockets either, right? Crazy stuff, but that's what I got for you. Thanks for watching. Until next time. Later.